When it comes to healthcare, consumers have many choices. There are many insurance plans, physicians, hospitals, and it takes a lot for consumers to make the appropriate healthcare choices. But few know that if the situation should arise, the same can be said about palliative care and hospice. Even when facing a life-limiting illness, people have choices. And since 1983, people chose and continue to choose Chapters Health System and its affiliates. They have a fundraiser and other programs going on that you are going to want to know about. It's coming up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Lauren Lingell. Joining me in studio, we have Paula Kramer, who is the Chapters Health Foundation Director of Philanthropy. And next to her, Jason Brown, who is with Good Shepherd Hospice, and he is the One Night of Gospel event founder. So we're going to hear a little bit about that and see what's going on with Chapters and the Bethany Center. So, Paula, the Good Shepherd and Chapters Health came together, how long ago would you say?
It was probably back in 1984 was when Good Shepherd was licensed. And the Chapters Health System is the parent company for many of our affiliates, Good Shepherd being one of them, and the palliative care and the Home Health Connect is other areas of service that we're introducing in the coming months.
So one area in particular, the Bethany Center. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Bethany Center is?
Certainly. The Bethany Center was started because of a young lady in our in Lakeland community, Beth Ann Traviesa. She was diagnosed with cancer back in 1994, and she knew her children were going to be left behind without resources, and so she asked 3 of her closest friends to get together and start the Bethany Center so her kids would have a place to go to talk about their grief and be able to get services to help them deal with, life without their mom. And so the Bethany Center was started at Lakeland Regional Medical Center. Then it was Lakeland General Hospital. But short story is Good Shepherd took it over, and the main location is now in Auburndale. But we need to expand our services and bring the Bethany Center back to its hometown, which is Lakeland. So this campaign will allow us to begin construction on a new facility that will allow us to service now the west side of the county.
Will you have both centers still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Auburndale will remain in operation because the numbers for the east side of the county are growing. And we also have a location in Sebring. Our sunroom is also an extension of the Bethany Center. So we have people all over Highlands and Polk County will have services available to them. And I just want to make sure that everyone understands that this is not just about hospice patients and family members. This is anyone in the community, and it's free.
Absolutely. Before we get more into the capital campaign side of things, Jason, how do you fit into all of this? What's your role at Good Shepherd? Sometimes
I just try to stay out of the way, but
no kidding.
Yeah, for the most part, I work for Good Shepherd Hospice, and I'm affiliated with a lot of our communities where there's residents that live full-time, whether it's in an assisted living facility or a rehab facility. And I'm in there weekly playing guitar for residents and just extending our services and what's available to families in the event they have somebody that's either going to need the Bethany Center or Good Shepherd Hospice services.
Well, that's fantastic. So the Bethany Center is really for those family members and children in particular who are left behind.
Yes, absolutely. There's teen groups, there's family groups, there's adult groups that meet monthly, and they meet all over the county as well. So while we have great opportunities at the centers themselves, we do go out into the community as well. So this new facility is going to be state-of-the-art with a lot of technology that the other centers don't have. That's one of the things that makes it so special. But One Night of Gospel is something that we have to be successful at so we can raise more money so we can help more kids.
And I understand that you are sort of like
The man.
the daddy of the Night of Gospel.
Well, I was just thinking about that because this is our 7th year, or the 7th year doing this, and it seems every year seems like the first year. It's so weird how it feels like that. But yeah, I was just looking over some stuff, and we started in 2014, and I think I had 50 people that showed up, and last year we were right around 600, almost 700 people. And it's just a way to bring the community together and let them know about Good Shepherd services.
Oh, I got your poster.
Yeah, you got my poster too. So yeah, down at the bottom you can see where we're highlighting the Bethany Center. And then of course Kids Pack is another nonprofit organization that we also like to, our proceeds go to help them too. So we're kind of all about the kids.
Definitely. So where does this event take place?
It's going to be at it's called the Lakes Church now, but it's formerly First Baptist Church at the Mall.
Okay.
Right there on Memorial Boulevard. Everybody knows where Church at the Mall is. So
Yeah, so in Lakeland.
yeah, in Lakeland.
And it's March 19th.
March 19th. Doors
And-
open at 4:30.
And it's 6 to, the concert starts at,
Well, music will probably start right around 4:30 out in the
Okay.
little atrium area where we'll have refreshments and vendors and stuff for the things for people to do, and then the main doors will open at 5:30, and we'll have music at 5:30 as they're walking in. Music's playing. Because as we continue to grow, we have performers who are calling us asking, how can we get in? We want to play, we want to do this, we want to be involved. So we found as soon as we open a door, there's going to be music, and it just, as I said, every year just kind of seems to continue to grow. But yeah, there'll be music nonstop, and we'll have some food and refreshments and cool things for people to see and information.
So it's on a Thursday, it's on a weeknight.
Yep.
There's really not a big excuse for you not to come out
Yeah,
because
Just a few hours, so you'll be home and get bed in time to be ready for the next day.
and be all charged up by some great
charged up.
gospel music.
Absolutely.
Great
and,
gospel music. Yeah.
And
We
sounds
want
like
to
a
make sure that we thank Southern Homes of Polk County. They're one of our corporate honor roll sponsors, and they picked One Night of Gospel as a place to place their funding and their community support. So we want to thank them for doing that, because without their support, we wouldn't have been able to bring in some of the talent that we did bring in. So
that's fantastic. So it's the Homeland Revival Band.
Yep.
Oh.
Homeland Revival Band and Crossfire Quartet. Crossfire's been with me since day one. They were my first group that I was able to secure as the headliner, and they've been with me ever since. So every year they look forward to this event, and I'm hoping they'll stay with me.
tell them about Jacob.
And then Jacob Klutz, this is a performer that I was turned on to, that I researched him, and I was like, wow, he can play that piano. What's neat about him is he's only 20 years old, but he can tear up a piano. So I called him, and he knew exactly where Lakeland was. He's performed here before. I told him the date, he was available, and we've already gotten calls. I haven't even put it on. Have we put it on anything? We haven't even put it on anything, so I don't know if he put it on his website or what, but we've already had calls saying, oh gosh, Jacob Klutz is going to be there. We need to buy tickets. So I guess it was a good call to reach out to him. So
Yes.
he will be there as well. So.
Oh yeah. And people in this community, they love up and coming talent and an opportunity to get a front row seat to that.
Yeah, he's coming from Charlotte, North Carolina too, so
Yeah.
it's not like he's just coming over from across the county. He's making a trip for us, so we're excited to have him.
Fantastic. Well, okay, so what are the costs to get in, and where can I get tickets?
All right, cost is $10,
Okay.
and you can get tickets at the Lakes Church / First Baptist Church at the Mall.
Okay.
And then also we have our ticket center. It's www.onog.live/tickets. ONOG means One Night of Gospel.
OMG!
Yeah. Not
I've been
OMG.
waiting this whole interview to do this.
Do that.
Yes.
So-
Oh my gosh, not the other one.
Yeah, onog.live/tickets. So you can get them online, and then you can also give me a call if you want. I can meet you and get you tickets, and I have them right here. So,
I'm getting a bunch of tickets.
Yeah.
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 Well, that sounds like a fantastic event, and just something wonderful to be a part of. And so, what will the proceeds from this event do?
They will help feed kids, for one thing, through Kids Pack, and then they'll also help do everything involved to get the Bethany Center up and running here in Lakeland, or over in Lakeland. And so that's what we do, because my nonprofit is One Night of Gospel, is its own entity, but I give all my money away. So I don't ever keep any of the money other than whatever is needed to make what I guess overhead, which isn't much.
Expenses for next year.
Yeah.
To keep it going.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't keep anything other than some expenses and cover those, and then I just give my money either to Chapters Health or to Good Shepherd or to the Bethany Center or Kids Pack. So
Well, fantastic.
that's what I
So
do.
I'm going to jump around for a second. So let's go back to the Bethany Center. So this new center that's we're trying to get some funds for to get going in Lakeland. What all will they be able to do at this center?
Well, as you can see, if they will focus in on this board for a minute, there are certainly counseling rooms and offices and so forth, but we have a grief cave and a hurricane room. This is a playroom, or excuse me, that's a playroom and that's a game room. So in these different areas, the kids, different age groups, they'll separate out if they're in group sessions and so forth, but they can come in for one-on-one counseling. The parents can come in separate from the kids. So Fur Wegman has been a huge part of this, as long with Rada Construction and helping to get this designed and make sure that it was interactive at every corner for anybody that came into the building. It's a very warm and inviting, but they will have activities, but they also have space where they can be by themselves so that they can experience, and the grief room.
Like the grief cave?
Yes, the grief
okay.
cave is huge because they can write on the wall and then you turn on the black light and you can see the message that they've written to their loved one. So it's a way that they can express themselves in the privacy of that room. The hurricane room is another example. That room is padded so that and we have a punching bag, so sometimes kids, everybody displays their grief and their frustration, anger, whatever, in various ways. So we want to have that. There's a splat wall in that room where you throw these balls, and when you hit the wall, it makes a splat mark on the wall, and then it can all be erased. So it's
that's
all
like the Tasmanian devil room.
Yes,
like if they
pretty
need
much,
to turn
yes.
it into a
Yeah,
Taz, they
we
can
called
do
it hurricane room because it's normally called the tornado room, but we're in Florida, so we called it the hurricane room. Right?
I feel like that's fitting.
It works. It works. So,
So-
great things. We have a fish tank up here in the reception. I cannot wait for that because
Oh,
fish tanks are
that's-
so peaceful, so much fun to watch. So we really tried to think about how to just keep people in a comfortable space to where they know that they're at home when they come and see us.
Well, it looks like it is set to be a fantastic place to help kids process grief and get them what they need to get through a hard time
Absolutely.
in their life. So I think that that's fantastic. How are you doing on the capital campaign? Are you getting close?
Well, we broke it up into 4 phases, and our first phase, our goal was $125,000, and I think the last I saw, we were at $136,000. So we've already started crunching into the phase 2, so we'll open that public phase here very soon. The Hospice Women of Giving have been extremely supportive, and they're doing an event for us to bring in their friends and connections, because in order to make something like this happen, it's all about community. It's about
Absolutely.
relationships.
Absolutely.
And One Night of Gospel is one of those ways that we make this happen through that community effort. So people get to rally behind helping those in need.
So this is fantastic. So it's a great cause, great organization, great opportunity to be a part of this.
Absolutely.
With the One Night of Gospel. So thank y'all for being here and sharing with us, and hopefully we can get a bunch of people out to support this endeavor and this event.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Chapters Health Foundation invites you to check out One Night of Gospel, Thursday, March 19th at Lakes Church, also known as Baptist Church at the Mall, at 1010 East Memorial Boulevard. Presented by Southern Homes, the show starts at 6 p.m. with the music of the Crossfire Quartet. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door. All proceeds benefit the Bethany Center, Kids Pack, Good Shepherd Hospice, and One Night of Gospel. Doors open at 4:30. For tickets, go to www.onog.live/tickets for more information. You can call 863-585-7183